G'day guys, I just wanted to preface this video by saying it looks like other G6 owners have been able to get out there and confirm that in fact the Tesla network is working now to a certain degree, being able to get 100 kilowatts of charge, which is great news. I mean, a lot of us have been waiting for that good news. Personally, it doesn't affect me. I don't really use them, but I know others, it's a significant issue. So really pleasing to see that there's some progress. I went out to BoxHill last night. I wanted to test it and record it and share it with the community, and unfortunately didn't go according to plan, but there were some important learnings I got from the experience. And as much as I felt like a bit of a goose at times trying to figure out how am I going to charge this thing, I think it's important to share what I learned in case you're in a similar situation. Without any further ado, let's get stuck into the video. G'day guys, Russell here. Well, it's been a while. I've been really busy at work, but I had to record another video today because, as you're probably aware, I think we've had some good news recently in regards to the XPENG G6 and the compatibility with the Tesla fast charging network. So quick shout out to Roland and to Tom and to Joy for sharing the news that Roland was able to get some charge out of a Tesla fast charger, albeit 98, nearly 100 kilowatts. But look, for all of us, I think, who are watching this space, it's pretty promising, and we're hoping that it wasn't just a one-off. And to try to do my bit, I'm going to head down to my closest Tesla charger that has 250 kilowatt charging and plug in my G6. It's a standard range. I think Roland was in a long range, so it'll be interesting to see if there's any differences between the two battery types. But I'm in Lilydale at the moment. I'm going to head down to BoxHill, which is the closest one for me, and I'm just checking the navigation now. It's going to take about 35-40 minutes or so. Yeah, about 40 minutes. So we'll see what happens. We'll get going, and we'll give this another test. Now, I've never actually charged at a Tesla charger before, and my driving habits are such that we just charge at home. We've got an 11 kilowatt charger, so it's really not an issue for us. It doesn't really bother us either way, but I know for some people who might be looking to purchase the G6, which is a fantastic car, I've got to say, I can understand how, if you are doing long trips or you anticipate doing long trips in the G6, not having access to the Tesla network would be something that might make you hesitate about going ahead with a G6. So anyway, let's hope that this is a good sign, and I'm going to do my bit to add to that. So let's get going. All right, so we're going down the East Link Freeway from Ringwood, heading down to BoxHill. And this will give me a chance to play with the active cruise control, the lane centering control, which is something I haven't had an opportunity to do since the over-the-air update, the 5.6 or whatever it is. So yeah, interesting to see whether the sort of staying within the lane and being stable like that has improved. Because that was a little bit of an issue.
Take East Link.
So we'll see what happens with that. Looking forward to testing that again. Down the tunnel we go. Alright, let's hit the cruise controls. I'll push down on the stalk once. That'll engage the cruise control. I've got about 3 and a bit kilometres before I need to turn off. So let's push down twice, see what happens with the lane centering. Look, mum, no hands. I think it's always been pretty good on the freeway like this. Now we're just turning the corner. Oh, not bad. It's dropped about 1 kilometre as we go around the bend here. It's a little bit jerky, but I think it's significantly...
In 3 kilometres, take the exit onto the 23.
Significantly improved, actually. Yeah, that's good. That's nice and stable. You can feel it working, but it's nice and stable. What I do like about the cruise control is it will allow you to speed up and then just reduce the speed again, and it will go back to the previous setting. So it's not as though if you were to accelerate, you lose your active cruise control. It will revert back to whatever speed you had when you stop accelerating.
In 1 kilometre, take the exit onto the 23.
All right, well, I'm going to disengage now because I've got to get out of here shortly, and there's a bit of on-ramp traffic coming. Try and get that out. There's a BYD seal coming up on the left. 600 metres. I'm going to have to let him know that I need to change lanes. He might let me pop in, which he has. Good on you, buddy. Appreciate that. All right, we're nearly there. I've got to make a right-hand turn in about 800 metres. And so, yeah, I'm sort of a little bit anxious, to be honest. I don't know why. I'm just hoping this works and that I can bring some good news and that we're one step closer to resolving the issue with G6 and Tesla chargers. And I just saw a bright orange G6 doing a right-hand turn in front of me at the traffic lights, and it looked awesome sitting on the road.
400 metres at the traffic light, turn right.
So if you're watching, it was an orange G6 and it had black personalised number plates that I couldn't read, but it looked fantastic. So if you're watching the video, g'day. Looking good, looking good. All right, so we're right in some sort of shopping centre here. There's lots of cars and lots of people. And it'll be interesting to see what this is all about here.
Turn right.
All right, I'm turning right. I'm being told to turn right. I can't because this idiot's right in the middle of the road. He wants to take the whole road. Come on, dude. You have to wait 5 minutes, apparently. 12 bays. Oh, 3 available, apparently. I don't know how 3 have become available when they're all full. But these guys are about to leave, so we can be good to go. All right, let's get in there. All right, my first Tesla charger experience. This will be interesting. All right, my car's telling me to stop. Now, unfortunately, this is where things started to go a little pear-shaped, and I've tried to draw a graphic representation of the problem that I came across here. So I was able to back into Bay 3, but of course I quickly realised that the charging cable on the station that you can see to the right of the vehicle in this picture, there was no way that was going to reach around behind the car to the right-hand side. Now, our G6 charges from the right side, Tesla vehicles charge from the left side. So obviously a Tesla setup, they're going to be on the left side, and therefore you don't need a very long cable. So I found myself sitting in the bay wondering whether Bay 2 would eventually evacuate so I could use their charging cable. And I realised fairly promptly that I can't just sit here and wait for Bay 2 to disappear so I can use that charging station, because I'm occupying Bay 3 and other people would of course want to use that. Tesla cars could back in and plug in straight away. So I promptly moved myself out of that bay and again just waited until 2 side-by-side bays become available. Now feel free to slap me in the chops with a comment below if I missed something really obvious here, but I found myself waiting and waiting and waiting to the point where it just wasn't feasible, and I knew that it wasn't going to work, which of course was really disappointing. Yeah, this is just not working out, which is really unfortunate because I desperately wanted to contribute to what I hope is good news for us with the G6 charging at Tesla networks, but I'll just give it a couple more minutes, otherwise I'm out of here. Oh well guys, well unfortunately I can't contribute to the research. I've given up. I was there for 33 minutes waiting for a bay that was suitable, And what I didn't realise is that the charging cables are incredibly short. So there's certainly no opportunity to park in a free bay and bring the cable around to the right-hand side of the G6. So there was a bit of a learning curve there, and by the time I sort of got to understand the sort of bay I was looking for, I then had to wait another 25 minutes, and by that stage there was still the appropriate bay that I needed just didn't become available. There was a BYD sitting in there. The charging port was on the right hand side. There was one more opportunity where I could have charged, but there was a car using that and it was charging on its left hand side. So I think in the end I really only had two options, and none of those were vacating anytime soon by the look of it. So, and I really wanted to report back some positive news, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do that. So I hope there are other G6 owners out there who might be in a better position and be able to get out there and test whether or not we've actually made some progress with fast charging our G6s on the Tesla network. And if this guy would get in the lane, I hate when people turn from halfway in the lane and halfway on the through lane, because it causes grief. Anyway, all right guys, well, sorry I couldn't contribute. I hope to be able to record some more videos soon. Take care, cheers.